Let's go back and do a primer for us.
Mm-hmm.
Environmental assessment means what? So I'm a mine proponent. You're representing and working with an Indigenous community. Tell us what happens.
Again, this is a process that really varies a fair bit by jurisdiction and by project size. But generally speaking, a project proponent will ideally meet with a community long before submitting their intent to develop to the province or to the federal government. So they do their homework. Early engagement with the community to discuss about the types of development that may be happening, the project design. At some point during that process, the proponent will file an application for development. And then the jurisdiction, whether it's the federal government or the various provincial environment ministries, will make a determination as to whether it needs an environmental assessment and then lay out the terms and conditions. And from there on, then the consultants are hired and the science happens and the engagement at the community level happens. All of that culminates usually in an environmental impact statement that magically summarizes everything we know about the project and its potential impacts. And that's part of the information then that the regulators will use in determining is this project acceptable or not.
Is that process nonpartisan? Or is this where the proponents they hire their consultants and the communities hire their consultants, and do they mix in the middle somewhere? Or do you end up with two environmental assessments?
There have been cases where we've ended up with two environmental assessments, one completed by the proponent and one completed by the community. The proponent, they will hire their environmental consultants to do their EA. The communities will often hire their own independent consultants to work for them. Sometimes they're funded by the proponent. The resources are given to the communities to do that work. And in some cases, those assessments come to different conclusions. And that's not at all a reflection on the practitioners, or that's not at all a reflection on the quality of the work that goes into it. These two parties, they often have very different mandates and can interpret information differently. It doesn't mean that one biologist is more or less credible than the other biologist, let's say.